Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day in my part of the world, and a beautiful good morning to everyone. I hope the sun is shining in your part of the world the way it is in mine. It sure makes a difference when you wake up and the birds are singing and the sun is shining, doesn't it? So let's see what our little beautiful bag of jewels has for us today. It's been quite surprising the whole week of what has been coming through. So let me just Hmm. Okay. Okay. So this is by Hugh Prather, and it says, sometimes the only way for me to find out what it is that I want to do is to go ahead and do something. Then the moment I start to act, my feelings become clear. So this is fantastic because this is exactly some of the things I've been talking about with my clients of late is sometimes we actually need to go forward with action and create something in order to find out what we actually want. Because sometimes we're not clear about what we actually want, and we might create a whole load of what we don't want in order to get really clear, and the universe can use that to speak to us. Our higher selves can speak to us by showing us what we don't actually want, what's uncomfortable for us, what's not fun, what feels heavy, all of those sorts of things. We get really, really clear. However, there is this process of taking action, because until we actually do something and attempt to create something, we have difficulty deciding what it is we truly want. So when we're in the process of creating something and we start to discover, actually, that's not what I want, it's much easier for our higher selves to move us when we have some momentum to guide us, to speak to us, than when we're stuck and still and not moving. It's kind of like a freight train. So a freight train driver or a freight train engineer can shift the track and move the train in either direction just by pulling some levers on the track, and move the train, even if it's running out of control, to direct it in a certain direction to safety in the case of if it's running out of control. Whereas if this train is standing still and has absolutely no momentum, isn't moving at all, it really can't be directed. It's far too heavy to lift and to transport somewhere else. So we ourselves are like that too, and our energy is like that too. So it's much easier for our higher selves and the universe to move us in a certain direction and to give us guidance if we're already moving, taking some form of action. Whereas just sitting and visualizing what we want is great. It's great to get a clear picture of what we desire. However, this is a physical world, and we've come into a physical existence, a physical being, in order to experience what it is to move and create in a third dimensional world, a physical world. So, yeah, it is just much easier to be moved and to be guided when we're actually in some form of action, some form of creation. And to get that clarity, sometimes we create things we don't desire so that we can get really clear about what it is we truly desire. So I hope this has helped you. And if you're feeling a little bit stuck, just know that just taking some small steps will help you get clearer. And also that your higher self, that the universe can actually move you even in those small steps you take. Like, for example, let me just use just an example out of my experience. So 3 years ago, I didn't really know what kind of business card I wanted. I didn't really know whether I wanted a logo or whatever. So I had basically a series of about 4 or 5 different business cards that I created. And over that period of time, I just got clearer and clearer about what I felt I aligned with. And of course, I found this beautiful logo, which a lot of people think is a tree or a plant. It's actually if I can get it right, it's actually a hand holding flames, or what I see as flames or energy. So to me, that's my healing hands. So when I saw this particular logo, which I purchased, I didn't have it designed or anything. It just struck me, and I just knew straight away that that aligned with what I felt represented me, was the energy and the healing that actually comes out of my hands and comes out of me when I'm present with someone in the physical or in their energy space, where it be online. So I hope that little story helps you, that if you're sort of getting started in a new endeavor or a new adventure or a new business, to not just procrastinate and hold back because you're not sure. It's actually better to take a small step and maybe purchase a small group of business cards just while you're attempting to get clear, because it's showing the universe you're ready to get started. It's showing your higher self that you're willing to take some action. And then you can be guided in your quiet time, in your meditation. You can even get inspired thought. A lot of my inspired thought comes in my meditation in the morning, or in the evening, or in the shower, of all things. And sometimes through the day, I might be in an action phase and something will come to me, or a client might say something that really pops in my world. And I know my next step. The clarity has been revealed to me, and the messages are free to flow because I'm in action and I'm constantly asking questions. Asking questions is a great way to start. Like, what's good about this that I'm not getting? Or how does it get any better than this when we have a not so good day? So we're asking the universe or our higher selves to show us, how does it get any better than this? So that's a great access tool. I use it all the time. And my favorite question, which I've talked about a lot, is what else is possible that I haven't thought of yet? So there are a couple of tools that you could use in your practice, in your life, in your relationships, in your circumstances, in your financial situation, all day, every day. And just to create that clarity coming through your channel. So I hope this has been a contribution to you today. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. And I'll be in Brisbane expressing myself freely amongst other people that are expressing themselves freely. So I look forward to connecting with you another time. Have a great day. Sending lots of love to you from Bec D, from Bec D Transformation. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.